All right, what's going on? Here's Drambo, standalone mode. You can see audio unit. When you're in standalone, you see this audio unit with a little plus sign inside of it. And basically all these are your audio units and they could go inside. So we're gonna look up piano, pure piano. All right, so we got the piano. So far, so good. All right, now we're going to go into AUM and we're going to load up an instance of Drambo, which you can see here, it's an AU. All right, and then we're going to go inside of Drambo and we're going to load up an audio unit, but it's saying standalone only, so it won't let us add an audio unit inside an audio unit. Not yet. That might be an update in the future. Who knows? Inside of AUM, here is piano. You can see it says AU. All right, and it loads up. Now, AU, one of the things about AU is you can load up. Here, we'll do it this way. You're going to select it and copy. And we're going to just make duplicate. So basically, you can have as many AU plugins as your iOS device can handle. All right. Now, when it comes to Beatmaker, Beatmaker is not an AUV. Just for sake of illustration, you can see that Pure Piano is also an IAA, inner app audio. So it's both. So some apps are AUV, audio units, and their inner app. Inner app is just, I believe it was before AUV. The only way to get apps inside the other ones, they had to be this IAA format. So let's pull up an M1. All right, so here's an M1. You can see it says IAA. All right, so it loads up. When you click on the AU, it's kind of inside of the app. When you click on an AII app, inner app, it opens up outside of the app and it just kind of sends the audio back to the app. Now, if I were to try to add another M1, all right, let's see what happens. The node is already in use, so it's basically saying you can't have two inner app, so you just get one. All right, now let me jump back into Drambo. All right, so here's Drambo, and to get rid of an AU app inside of Drambo, you can kind of slide your finger, like put your finger on the app and slide it down. Now I'm inside of here. I'm going to search for M1, but it doesn't exist. So you can't host an IAA inside of Drambo in standalone, and you definitely can't do it inside of Drambo as an AU. For now, maybe that will change in future updates, but that's just what it is. Let's pull up Beatmaker. So here's Beatmaker. And just kind of going off what I just said, you have your audio units, V3 at the top. And then you have your inner app audio down here. Let's pull up Drambo. All right, boom. So we have Drambo inside. And once again, if we try to load up audio unit, it won't work. But we're going to use Drambo's sounds that are inside of it. So let's pull up a pluck. All right, so we got our little, and we got our pluck. And let's put a Drambo for an audio effect. Let's do So the MFX and FX, I believe that M is for MIDI, but it doesn't really matter inside of Beatmaker because you know how it be. And we're gonna add an audio effect. So let's go to processor and we're just gonna add, how about delay rack with some ping pong. All right, sounds good. Let's scale minor pentatonic. We're gonna put this on, what are we doing? We're going to up there and we're gonna put this in A. We'll see how that sounds. All right, let's add some drums real quick. All right, you get the idea. So using Drambo as a sound source and as an effect. Now, I was trying to do something when I was making this video and like I found a glitch and I was trying to figure it out so I can like make a video explaining it. So I'm gonna show you how it should work in Drambo standalone. All right, so here's standalone and more or less we're gonna do the same thing. So instrument, rack, we're gonna get an instrument, we're gonna do a pluck. Where's our pluck at? Our pluck is right here. And we're going to put our delay effect at the end of this delay rack, and we have our ping pong, and we're gonna set this to A, and I don't know if it has the, yeah, here's pentatonic minor. Okay, so more or less. All right, that's what we got. Now for drums, all right, so just a quick thing. So, all right, so I'm gonna delete this, clear. And on this chain in the front, I'm gonna put a little ARP. So here's an ARP. All right, something like that, record. All right, so that's fine. That's what it's supposed to do. Now, look what happens if I try to do the same thing in Beatmaker, right? All right, so we got our empty pattern, and on a MIDI effect, we're gonna add a Drambo. All right, here's Drambo. And inside a Drambo, since we're doing MIDI effect, we're gonna put it before the output, and we're gonna put an ARP. All right, so here's our ARP. All right, so we're gonna record it. So far, so good. All right, pause, play. All right, sounds good. Now, I'm gonna stop it. Now you see, I'm pushing the stop button, but this shit won't stop. Come on, stop, stop, stop. And it's like just going on, and it's like if I go in here and I'm in the settings and I'm like, panic, restart. Like that shit just, so I think it's more to do with Beatmaker than Drambo, because a lot of MIDI effects are weird because the routing, you would have to like do some crazy workarounds, and I wouldn't recommend doing it. Like you could figure out or find another app to do it. But real quickly, if you look at this monitor, look at the CCs. Like it's saying CC4, channel 4, channel 5, channel 6, channel 16. Like those are just coming out from somewhere. I don't know where they're coming from, but something is triggering or coming out of Beatmaker. All right, so I hope I made it clear. Or maybe I just confused you more, but yeah. So the takeaway from this video, don't use MIDI effects from Drambo inside of Beatmaker because they're kind of weird like that. But sound sources and as an effects, no problem. All right, peace.